Hey everyone, it's Melissa. I am going to start a little mini series all about how to survive traveling with your child alone, or in my case, how to fail miserably at it. I'm really not sure how my trip will go. I've never traveled with Ellie by myself. I've never flown with her by myself. And we're going to another country by myself with no help from Matthew or anybody else. So it makes me a little bit nervous. I leave in about 13 days, and with this vlog, I'm going to kick it off by talking about my thoughts and my fears and why I'm feeling so incredibly overwhelmed. So first of all, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I've been planning this trip for years. I've always wanted to go to New York City, always, since I was a little girl. This was like my dream destination vacation. Obviously I have a few other ones too, like a tropical beach vacation, but this is where I really wanted to go. I've tried to more thoroughly plan it out, like put it really into motion when I got pregnant. And unfortunately for me, I had a really complicated pregnancy with a chance of preterm labor, so I wasn't able to fly. And then we tried again when she was just born, or I shouldn't say just born, but about 6 months old. But forgive me, I'm exhausted. But I had problems with recovery from childbirth, and I had problems with really, really bad anemia and low blood count, so that wasn't any good. Now I'm finally at the point where I can do this. I've paid for my ticket, so there's no going back from here because my ticket's non-refundable. And I wanted to do it now because when Ellie turns 2, you have to pay for your own seat. And the ticket was expensive enough, and if I were to pay for her seat, it would be just over $1,000. And it's just, to be honest, it's just not something that I can afford. So she'll be going as a lap child, although I check almost daily to see how full the flight is, and I plan my flight times around her nap times and things like that, and coming back home where I wouldn't be going in too late. And because of those times that I picked, it doesn't seem to be a very busy time during the day. So I might be able to bring her car seat on board because I would really like to. It'd be a little easier. So, fear number 1. I'm really terrified of flying with her for the simple fact that she does not like to be held for long periods of time. She is a very independent little girl who likes to do her own thing and does not like to sit in mommy's arms for a really long time. So what I've been doing is I've been holding her, forcing her to stay in my arms, practicing every day just to get her used to it. And I don't know, that seems kind of silly to me when I say that, but if you knew Ellie, you would know how much she loathes this, and she doesn't like to sit in her car seat either. But if I had to pick one over the other, I think that she would prefer the car seat a little bit more. Fear number 2, handling my stroller, my luggage, my car seat, and my child all by myself. I do have a baby carrier. I got an Ergo. My lovely husband got that for me. And I have a rolling duffel bag that can fit in the basket of Ellie's stroller, and I can put the car seat in the stroller while she's in the Ergo. So I kind of got that all down. So basically my stroller will act as my personal baggage carrier. Fear number 3, while I'm in New York, I will be visiting 2 friends. One of them is picking me up at the airport, and then it's up to me to get to the other one by train. So I'll be going on Amtrak into Manhattan completely alone. Once I get on the train, that's not going to be so bad. It's just going to be handling all the stuff by myself because they don't have a checked bag service, so you can't put your stuff under the train. So once again, the stroller, the car seat, the luggage, the baby. I'm really, really nervous about the train. I'm not traveling at rush hour times, so it shouldn't be too packed. And I'm traveling at a time where a lot of children will be in school. So there's no like summer break and whatever, where kids and parents will be out traveling. So, fear number, what are we on? 4 or 5, is getting back to the airport to go home by myself. I need to take a shuttle service, and I'm nervous about that. I'm nervous about, being picked up on time. It's a shared service, so I just need to call and make sure that I don't have to pay extra for my car seat or anything like that. Oh, and fear number 5, I'm nervous about the ability to sky check. I've called probably twice now to Air Canada, and I've posted multiple times on local moms groups who's flown out of my area with Air Canada and asked if they've had any issues sky checking their big strollers. Like I have a 3-wheeled baby trend something, I can't remember the little brand, but it's like the classic 3-wheeled travel system. Obviously I'm not going to use her infant car seat, I'm going to be using her big girl car seat, so everyone says I shouldn't have an issue sky checking the car seat. And some people have said they've checked a giant double stroller before and never had issues with that, so crossing my fingers. So I think, oh yes, fear number 6, that Ellie's passport won't even be here on time. So it was supposed to be delivered yesterday. It is now Saturday, so obviously it's not going to be delivered today. I'm going to give it till Wednesday, and then I'm going to be calling somebody freaking out. Where the F is my passport? I have mine. Ellie doesn't have hers. This was a very last minute final decision that we were going and needed to get all the ducks in the row before we could go. And I told everyone I wasn't going to buy my ticket until her passport came. But the seat sale was going to expire or sell out before her passport came, so I had no choice but to alright, am I going or am I not going? Because this is my one and only shot. I have a birth 2 weeks after I come back, or actually the week after I come back, I'm on call. Like I get back on a Wednesday, I'm on call on a Saturday. And I'm on call for another 2 weeks after that. And then I have 2 births in October, 1 in November, or 2 in November, 1 in December. So, this is my one and only shot. I'm not going on vacation in the winter. So, and I might be pregnant in the future. So traveling while pregnant might be a little bit more difficult because my pregnancies don't go that well. So, I needed to make this happen, so I'm a little bit nervous that she won't even be able to go, and I've, talked to my husband, and I've talked to my mother about it, and I do have a backup plan in case she can't go, and to be honest, I was so overwhelmed at the thought of her going that I contemplated, she's a little bit young, maybe I should just leave her behind. I can't do that. There's no way I can do that. I'm also a little bit nervous of her screaming the whole time on the plane, but thankfully the flights aren't that long. My first flight is 2.5 hours, my second flight is 1.5 hours, so we'll just make her through. Anyways, I would like to hear any and all stories that you have about traveling with your child, whether it be good or bad, and any tips that you have to my fears. If you have any tips to help me about what I talked about, I'd greatly appreciate it. So, the next video is probably going to be my carry-on, my luggage, and then the actual travel. So if you're interested, thumbs up and stay tuned, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye!